Hello and welcome on the festive tech calendar. In this session, we will see how to start with Log Analytics from scratch. We will learn Log Analytics for the noob. I still considering myself as a noob for everything in IT because in IT the exciting things is you learn every day new thing. So we will start with Log Analytics there. A bit about me before starting. My name is Damien Van Robaeys. I'm a modern workplace consultant. I'm also a Microsoft MVP since 6 years now, and I'm living in Paris. I'm working with PowerShell, Intune, MS Graph, MECM, Log Analytics, and all things relative to automation. You can follow me on Twitter, System Deploy, or on my blog, systemdeploy.com. You can find on my blog a Log Analytics blog series. We'll see this there, in which I did 7 parts about Log Analytics. First part is how to create a workspace, then how to import your own data, create your first runbook, how to add Intune data, how to run QQL queries with PowerShell, how to create a lab with CSV, and last step, last post, how to give your workbook a better look, better design. We will see all this in this session. So let's go back to the session. Log Analytics, what is it? First, let's see the reporting part in Intune. There are several reports available on Intune directly from the web and available for everyone who have access to the Intune portal. There are many useful reports, like for device update, application, etc., and no need to access to on-prem server to access to these reports. But the negative part is there are no custom reports. There are just some existing report, and you cannot add some data into it. So, some overview of existing reports in Intune, like device management. You can access to reports in the report part. You can have access to report for firewall, antivirus, Windows update, Windows feature update, expedited update, etc. There are many reports, useful reports, that you can use to detect something wrong, check application status, etc. And the monitor part of Intune is really useful too. But now, let's see what is Log Analytics. Log Analytics is a part of Azure. It's a feature of Azure. It's Azure Log Analytics, and Log Analytics is available from both Azure and Intune portals. On Azure, you will access to the main workspace. We will see what is a workspace later in this session. And if you go to Log Analytics from Intune, you will just access to your log, to the table. We will see this later. Log Analytics is a tool allowing you to run queries and to play with data. Data are powerful collected by Azure Monitor Log, and all data are collected into logs. Logs are just like a table, just like with SQL or something else. All data are integrated into log. Log Analytics can be used to find things on Azure Intune. You can check, for instance, hey, what is the serial number of this device? What is the status of this device? What is the audit log of Azure signing part, etc. When you start with Log Analytics, the workspace will be empty, so you have to add data into it. The main part, what is Log Analytics Workspace? Workspace is the main part that will gather all your log, all your data. It will contain all things relative to your log and data, like data from Azure Monitor, Microsoft Sentinel, Microsoft Defender workload, etc. This is the main part you need to configure to be able to do some query on data, to create report, etc. Data structure of log analytics. All data are collected, integrated into table called log. All tables are composed of fields, like fields is column. You have data into column, and all column are composed of row of data. What is log analytics cost? There is no cost for creating or maintaining log analytics workspace, but costs are when you ingest data into your log, into the workspace. When you add data, for instance, custom data, there will be some cost. The costs are not very expensive. So let's see the basic reporting you can do with log analytics. First step is to create a workspace. A workspace, as mentioned before, is the part that will gather all your data. When you first start with log analytics, there is no workspace. As mentioned in the picture, you need to create a log analytics workspace. You can do this from the Intune, the Azure portal, by going to Azure Log Analytics Workspace and click on Create. Then fill in information. You will need a resource group. So choose a resource group, choose a subscription, type a name, choose your region, and this is all you need to do. You can of course do this with PowerShell by using the module AZ. You can install it using the command let install module, and you will just need to specify some things like your subscription IDs, the resource groups, the workspace name you will give to your workspace, and the location. Then you will need to use the command let connect as an account to authenticate to your tenant, and to create the new workspace, you will need to use the new AZ operational inside workspace command let and specify all variables we have mentioned previously: subscription ID, resource group, workspace name, and location. And this will create your log analytic workspace. Now, when you go to your workspace just after creating it, by default your workspace will be empty. There is no table to display, no log, so you need to add data into your workspace. In Intune term, it's diagnostic data. There we'll see how to add, for instance, Intune data to your workspace. To do this, you will need to go to your Intune tenant, go to tenant administration, then go to diagnostic setting, and there you will have a button add diagnostic setting. Click on it, and you will need to select log to send to your workspace. Log, category of log. There I check everything. I check audit log, operational log, device compliance, and device. This will send all those data to the new workspace. Of course, check the box send to log analytics workspace, choose your workspace and subscription. Then all data will be automatically sent to your workspace. It can take some time to complete, but then you will be able to access to your data from log analytics and do some query. Log analytics and Intune. When you go to a workspace, to be able to access to your data, the first step is to go to the log part. You have two parts. We will see this later in the demo. You have two main parts of log. The log part, this will gather all default log you have sent to your workspace, and the custom log. Custom log is a log you have created by yourself and data you have implemented by yourself into the workspace. So there, data we have just sent to our workspace is Intune data. For this, go to log, and you will have now a new table called Intune device. This is the table, the log to work to query to be able to query Intune data. It will list enrolled device. You will now be able to query your Intune data. The query language by default used by Log Analytics is QQL, meaning Custom Query Language. Now let's see this in a demo. We will see workspace overview. We will see default data, how to ingest Intune data, and the first look of Intune table. So I will go to my workspace. So there I am on Azure. I will go to Log Analytics Workspace. This is the main part. I have all my workspace available. So I will go first to the LATS workspace. It specifies the name of the workspace, the resource groups used, and the location. So now, if I go there, I have some part available there. This is the part we will see this later to send custom data, agent management. You have the custom log part, in which you have some custom log, meaning some custom data you have sent by yourself. This one is empty. I will go to another workspace, and we have another part called log, which gather all data sent by default to Log Analytics. There I will find my Intune device log, Intune device table. Go there to log and go to log management. And there I have all log available from my workspace. I have Intune audit log, Intune device log, etc. This is the log I have just sent using the button Add Diagnostic Data. If I go there, oh, sorry. So just click there. If I go there, click on Intune device, double click, and we'll hide this. It will display the Intune device table. This is the first part. You need to select table, then click on run, and this is all data from my tenant. This is the query part. Type your QQL query there. And you have also some other table. Let's check Intune audit log. Click on run. No, you can select another range, but I think I don't use my tenant from the last 7 days, so this is not mandatory. So now you have all table. You have also possibility to check some existing query, and if you type a cool query, you can save it and it will be available there. So there you have the custom log part, and another part we will use later. It's a workbook part. The workbook is the report. When you create query, you can also create then some report called workbook. Let's go back to our session. So now, oops, sorry. So now let's go back to our session. We will see how to start with QQL. The first step is to select the log, meaning the table on which you want to work. There, the table I selected is Intune device. Second step is to select the column to display. For this, we will use the project operator and select fields to display. Second, you can also rename a column by using the project rename operator. You need to use project rename, type the new name equal old name, and it will rename the column. You can also exclude some column by using the project array operator. There is an example. I choose the Intune device table log and I choose to display only device name, model, and created dot column. And to filter on the field, you need to use the where operator. There are different possibility like contains to say I want to filter on the device name that contain the word desktop. I want to filter on device names that don't contain specific word. I want to select device name where the device name starts with this word, etc. And the cool things with QQL, this is when you type something, there is IntelliSense proposing you some possibility. And if you want to choose only the last result for a field, use the summarize out marks part. Because for a specific device, for instance, you may have some several results for the same device. So you want to filter on the last result. There is a really cool cheat sheet that you need to check before starting with QQL. Something shared by Microsoft. We'll show this there on the tech community blog. And this is a really cool way to start with QQL. It explains you everything you need to start. For instance, how to add a comment with two backslash, how to filter with a where operator and the pipe delimiter. There, it's use the security event table log and filter on the computer name Contoso app survey1. The count operator allows you to count number of device, and you have a lot of things to learn with QQL. It's a really time changer, and it's really well done. I recommend you leave this. So now let's go back to the session. Log Analytics from Probi. This is possible, meaning you have created a cool query on Log Analytics and you want to use this query to create a cool report with Probi because you are more comfortable with Probi. To do this, just go to the query part of the log and click on the three dots. Then click on Export and export to Probi mQuery. This will save a text file on your computer and you will just need to copy content of the text file. Then go to your Probi, go to Get Data, blank query, click on Connect Advanced Editor, and type replace the query one part and type the query you have copied from the text file. So now, let's start with QQL in demo. So, I will go to my workspace. There, this one, yeah. I will go to log and I will filter on device. Okay. Let's remove this one. So I will list all device. Okay. This is last. Now I want to only show some colon, like project device name, and what I have available there. Come on. Device name. So there I will select there. I will select device name, project there. When you click type, for instance, Pro, it will propose you different possibility. Project to select the display, the column to include, project array to exclude a column, project rename to rename a column, etc. So there I will select project. Project there it show you some field available. I will select device name, typo comma, then I will choose model and some other thing useful, for instance primary user. Okay, click on run and it will display all fields needed. Now I want, for instance, to rename the device name column to just device. No, I want to rename the column device name to device. I will go choose project rename. I will type the column to rename device name, the device name, and I will add the new name just before device. Oops, sorry. Device like this. Click on run, and this will rename the column device name to device. Now I want to exclude the primary user, the project away primary user. Okay, this can be useful when you want to show all column but not display some column. For instance, let's see all column available there. I have all this, and I have some column I don't want to display, like we'll go there, project. I want to display all column, but I don't want to display project column like time generated, operation name, result. Let's see how it looks like now. Okay, I don't want to show device ID. Whoop, device ID. Okay, and you can also reorder column project by using the project reorder operator. So now I want to display only results for a specific device. I will use the where operator. Click on where, select device name. We will use device name contains desktop. This will only show the result for this device. Okay, now I want to show result for device that start with the name desktop. I will use device name start with desktop. Click on run, and now I have all result where device name starting with name the word desktop. Now, for instance, I have this query and I want to export it to Probi, go to export, then go to export to Probi mQuery, and this will automatically download a text file there. You will have the query to add to your Probi mQuery. Now, if you want to save a query, click on Save and Save as Query. Type a name, test, and save to default query browser, for instance, and click on Save. And this will save your query. Now I will check my query. Go to Part Query, Group by, select Query Type, and there you have Query by Queries, and you will find your queries there. Click on Test, click on Run, or load to Editor. There it will display the query we have just saved before. You have also the possibility, you have also a cool thing there, the queries history, meaning all queries you have typed before in the query part. And you have also possibility to count, for instance, there the number of devices starting with name desktop. So to count the specific things, just use the pipe and add the count operator. Click on Run, and this will show me 3 devices containing the word desktop. So QQL is really useful and powerful. You can do a lot of things. And this is the main language that will be used to create your report, the reporting solution called Workbook on Log Analytics. Let's go back to our session. Now let's see custom reporting. We have seen before default reporting with Log Analytics, meaning data that are available by default, not really by default, but you have sent to Log Analytics like the Intune device table. By default, Log Analytics will contain some data, but not custom data. There is another way, meaning you want to send your own data to Log Analytics to be able to create your own reports, like BIOS update, device inventory, etc. You want to send data to Log Analytics to be able to query data and create a workbook of data. How does it work? The first step is to create a script on Intune. We will use a proactive remediation script. We will create and schedule a proactive remediation script. This script will be used to collect data and send data to Log Analytics to a log. We will use custom log. So the first step, the first time the script will be executed on a device, it will create the custom log. And once the script will be executed again, it will update the custom log and send data from the specific device. The proactive remediation script will get data from your device like local admin, disk size information, BIOS update information, etc. Then it will send data to Log Analytics through a custom log. And once you have all data, you will be able to do some query in the query part, or to create a workbook with the custom log. You have some information requiring information, mandatory information to type in your proactive remediation script. At the beginning of the session, I show you the workspace overview, and I told you that there is a part useful to use which called agent management. In this part you will find some information to use in your script. You will need the workspace ID. We will use it in the customer ID variable. You will need also the primary key and the log type. The log type will be the name of the custom log to create or update. Now, how to send data with PowerShell to Log Analytics? We will use two functions, build signature and post Log Analytics data, both functions are available on the MS-Doc website. Second step is to create an object with all information to send to Log Analytics, converting to JSON, and send data to Log Analytics using the two functions presented before. Now, once you have imported data into the custom log, you will have a new custom log, a new log created. It will take the name of your log you have typed. Like there, my log in my script is called bills report, and it will add underscore CL for custom log. Here's some example of custom reports I created and that are available on my blog. Checking local admin report. It will get all local admin added on the device compared with some authorized account, and if there is an account which is not authorized, it will add it in the report. Here is an overview of the report. Another example is analyzing what's taking up space on your disk. Here is an overview. Okay, now let's see this in demo. We will first see a proactive remediation script example, how to create a quick lab from a CSV, and how to create a workbook in live. So let's see first a proactive remediation script. Not this one, detection script. So first step, I will go to Intune, endpoint management. I will use this one. Okay. So now, proactive remediation scripts are available on the report part. Go to report, then go to endpoint analytics, and go to proactive remediation. To create a remediation script, just click on create script package, type a name, and select a detection script on a remediation script. There, I will just select a detection script. And after, in the assignment part, you will be able to schedule the script, for instance, each 7 days. So now I won't, so this is in demo, I will just show you another detection script. There, it's a local admin detection script. So first step is to select to type variable, to type the required information, Log Analytics Workspace ID, primary key, and the custom log to create. So I will use the two function bool signature to authenticate to my Log Analytics and post Log Analytics function data to send data to Log Analytics. Next step is to get data there from your device. They're all local admin detected on my device. I won't detail the script there. You can find it on my blog. And now, last step is to create an object with all data to send. There, I want to send different field, computer name field, user email field, model, local admin status, local admin count. So, and I will create an object with all these fields. All these fields will be available as column in my table, in my custom log. And next step is to convert it to a JSON and send the JSON information to Log Analytics. Then, in my workspace, I have a custom log part there, custom log, go to custom log, and you will have I don't have custom logs there. I will go to another workspace, Log Analytics Workspace, and go to this one. And go to custom log. Custom log are also available in the log part. In the log part, you have default log and custom log there. So now I will go to custom log part, and I have all custom log available in my workspace. This is all custom log I created with the proactive remediation script. As mentioned, all custom log ends with underscore CL for custom log. You can filter on field. There you have all fields available in each custom log. You can select, for instance, a specific custom log, their local admin report, and this will display all field, all column available in the specific custom log. There, this is field mentioned before in my script. There. So now all you have to do is to do some query on the custom log. There I will check another custom log there called festive CL. I will go to the log part to query this log. Go to log part. You can also choose it there. Custom log and double click there. And I will have access to my data. So now, we will see how to create a quick lab in Log Analytics with false data, fake data, to be able to do some query and create a workbook to play with Log Analytics without real data from your device. So we have all of this example will be available on GitHub. We have a CSV. This example, this demo is this lab, is the BIOS update lab. I have different column in my CSV: computer name, username, device model, device update, not updated since, meaning this device is updated, but this device is not updated since all those days. This device is not, the BIOS of this device is not updated since all those days, etc. Current BIOS version, new BIOS version for this model, status of the BIOS update, it's up to date, not up to date, not up to date, up to date, etc. And that div delay table that will be used to specify the number of days of the BIOS update. If the BIOS update is not updated between a range of days. So now I will add all those information into Log Analytics. So I have the CSV and I have now my script. Same script than before in the detection script, a bit different. I will specify custom log, customer ID, shared key, my two function to send data to Log Analytics. I specify the CSV. I import the CSV and I will add all CSV data into a JSON and I will send all data from the CSV to Log Analytics into the custom log named festive calendar. So I will go to PowerShell there and I will select my PowerShell script. Okay, the script has been executed. So now I should see in the custom log, it can take some time to complete. There in the custom log, I will soon see a new custom table called festive calendar. There, the festive calendar has been created by my script, but not should contain some data now because it's a bit too quick. Let's check my festive. No, okay. We'll have to wait a bit. So now let's check again. Let's check the festive. So now I have the new custom log there. Check it. And I have all fields available, all columns available in my custom log. So now we will go to the log part. We will do some query on it. Go to log, hide it, go to custom log, and check the new custom log created. Double click on it. Whoops, sorry. Come on. Okay. Now click on run. And this will list all data from my custom log. You may notice that all columns are renamed by default with underscore s, etc. underscore g. Underscore s is for string. So this is why you may need to rename column. For instance, there I want to display all column except the time generated column. So I will select project away, time generated. Click on run. Okay, this will display all column except the time generated. So now I want to rename project column computer name to computer. You can also do this by you can use project rename or project by specifying computer name as and just before computer equal computer name. There it will. Oh, sorry. No, sorry, it's the inverse. Computer. Oh. Oh, sorry, just remove the project away colon. Okay. So now it's renamed the computer name to computer. You can also use, we'll just reuse project away, time generated. Okay, click on run. Okay, now I want to rename project rename, computer name as to computer. So computer equal computer name. So there you have the possibility to query the new custom log created. So click on run and you will have all data like just in the CSV. You may notice that each column are at the end underscore s for string. So this is why I always use the project rename column operator. So there I want to hide the time generated. So I will use project away time generated. Click on run. Okay, now I want to rename project rename. I want to rename computer name to computer. We'll name it device equal computer name as, and this, oh sorry, oh yeah, I missed this one, time generated. Okay, click on. Okay, so now I have all my column, and the computer name column has been renamed to device. And of course you can use it, for instance, user equal username, yes, etc. You can also use this using the project operator without project rename. So now let's see how to create a workbook with all data. So for this, go to your workspace there, and I will go to the workbook part. Click on new. First step is to remove the existing query there. So workbook is like this. When you want to add a new query, go to add and add query. So we first see how should look like our workbook. We'll go to the go to the workbook space, and this is the final result I want to give to my workbook. So there is the final result I want to give to my workbook. Just do this, okay, tack. Okay, so what we have there? We have first two tabs displaying some pie chart, some chart in the first tab, and then some details with table. So in this chart, we want to add a BIOS update status with a number of device with BIOS updated or not. And there we want a chart displaying number of device that have BIOS not up to date per model. There I want to display a pie chart with device with BIOS not up to date since a range of day. And in the BIOS update details tab, I want to display all results for BIOS update, updated or not updated, then device with BIOS not up to date, and device with BIOS older than 2 years. So let's start with this. So I will go to the workbook part again, and I will click on new. I will first remove the first query, and I will first give it a name. I will also remove this one. Okay, remove. Okay, so I will give it a name. I will save it, and I will rename it to festive calendar. Festive, and I will add it workbook to the GitHub. When you save a workbook, it is available in JSON format, so you can upload it easily in another workspace. So I will choose this, friends, central, okay, methods, okay, apply. So my workbook has been saved. So now I will create my first query. I will create and add query. There I have the part to add the query, to run the query. The first query I want to add is BIOS update details. Oops. With BIOS up to date or not. So there is not festive calendar CL. So I want to display all information from the custom log where the script status colon is in success. You can add a comment easily with this part, is there, like this. Now click on Run Query. This will display all results. So you will see some information we want to display. We won't display like tenant IDs, our system, time generated, etc. So I will also add the summarize time generated by computer name to say I want the last result for this computer name. Now I will choose column I want to display. So I showed you before that you can rename column by using the project rename operator, but you can also do this with project. The project also allows you to order column. So I want to first display the BIOS status column and name it BIOS state. I want to display a computer column, user column, model, and I will, okay, now I will click on Run Query. And there I have all my results. So when your query is okay, click on Add Editing. Done editing, sorry. Now I will add a new query. I want to show there. I want to show the top 10 device. For the top 10, you can use the top operator, top 10, by the property to order. Now I want to show device with older BIOS, with BIOS older than 2 years. So I will click on Add Query. I will type my query there. So what does this query? It will check all result where script status is in success, calendar, where the BIOS status is not up to date because I want to show only BIOS not up to date, and I will filter on the column where the delay is older than 2 years. There. This is a column I showed you in the CSV. And I will select the last result for the computer name. And I will rename my column and choose the order to display. Now I will click on Run Query. And this will display all my results. With also the current BIOS version and the new BIOS version. For your information, the real workbook is available on my blog. I will show you this later. So now I will click on Done Editing there. Now I want to add a new thing, a pie chart. So for BIOS status, I will click on Add, still a query, and this one, script status success. I will summarize on the computer name, and there I will summarize on the festive calendar. There, I will copy it there, and I will do a count on the BIOS status part and BIOS model. So click on Run Query, and this will display this in a table. Now, I want to display the result in a pie chart. For this, go to Visualization and choose pie chart. Now click on Run Query, okay, and now I have my pie chart with number of device with BIOS not up to date and the number of device with BIOS up to date. We will see how to customize it after. And now I want to add a new query for device with BIOS not up to date per model. Click on Add Query. Steam Salesing. I will rename calendar. Okay. Results there. So let's see what will give a pie chart. Pie chart. Okay. So it will display like this. It's a bit big, but I will show you this differently. I will select, I'll see its tile. tile. Let's try it. Okay, tile is pretty cool. It will display the number of devices with BIOS not up to date per model. For instance, for this model, this model, this model, this model, etc. P1, etc. So now it's cool. I want to add now another pie chart to display a number of devices with BIOS not up to date by filtering on the delay range, and the delay meaning delay BIOS not up to date. Click on Add Query. We'll just rename calendar, and I will like this. Okay, click on Run Query, and I will select. Sorry. Come on. Pie chart. Okay, that's pretty cool. So now, let's click on Done Editing. We have all our things. So now, I want to make it a bit, give it a better design. I want to resize all query, all results. So click on Edit again. I want to add a title, add border, and resize each query. So I will go first to this one. I will give it the name like this. BIOS update details, updated and not updated. So for this, click on Edit on the query. There, go to Advanced Settings. You have the possibility to add a chart title. Add a title, and in the style part, you can add a show border around content. This will add a border around the query. And now I will also change the size of my chart. I will choose tiny. Let's see how it looks like now. Okay, that's better. I will do this for the rest. I will choose device with BIOS older than 2 years. Just do the same. Click on Edit. Okay, I will choose this, change the size, tiny, go to Advanced Settings, and go to the chart title there, and now go to the style, add show border around content. Okay, now I will add another for my pie chart and tile chart. Click on Edit, change the size, medium to tiny, go to style, show border around content, and there I will add my title, chart title there, and the same for the other. Device with BIOS not up to date per model. Change the size. Add the title. Go to style, show border around content, and last one, I believe. Okay, this one. Device with BIOS not up to date since. Go to the pie chart, edit, change the size, tiny, go to advanced settings, add a chart title, go to style, show border around content. Now, let's see how it looks like. Okay, it's better. So, now I want to add two tabs. I want to add a tab for resume for the on my chart, and I want to add a tab for the details. For this, I will add something new. Click on Edit, click on Add links or tab, there, and in Style part choose Tab. So sorry, I will add a name. The region action choose set a parameter value. There value selected tab. This will allows you to bind the tab on a query, and their region BIOS update. This is the text displayed in the tab. BIOS update region. There BIOS update details. Set a parameter value. Set a parameter value. Selected tab, and now details. And click on Done Editing. Come on, Done Editing. So the tab is by default displayed at the bottom. I will remove it to the top. Move to top. So now let's click on Done Editing. If I click on the tab, it does nothing because I have to bind my tab to my query. I have to bind all chart to the resume tab, for instance. So I will first go to the table, click on Edit, and then I will go to Advanced Setting, and I will check Make this item conditionally visible. I will click on Add Condition, and then parameter name is selected tab equals there its details. Okay, now I will do the same for other grid, other table. Advanced Setting, make this item conditional visible, add condition, selected tab equals details. And then for the chart, I will do the same, but make this item conditionally visible, add condition, selected tab equal region to display it in the region table. So the selected tab allows you to bind your query to your tab, depending of your value. Sorry, not this one. Selected tab equals region. And last one, edit advanced setting. Selected tab equal region. Click on save and click on done editing at the top. Now, okay, so I am by default on my update region tab, and I have only result pie chart. So now if I click on update details, I have only my table. So now let's do something else. I want to add a quick search bar at the top of my table. Click on edit on my table, go to advanced settings and check show filter field above grid or tile. Click on done editing, and we will do the same for the second one. Advanced settings and check show filter field above grid or tiles. Now I'll click on done editing, and there I have a new search bar. I can update filter on anything located in like LP 00001. Okay, just 01. LP Nick 1. That's pretty cool. And it works also with, so let's take Kevin, let's take Damien. Okay, so that's cool. But now let's add a filter, a general filter that will act on all query. I want to add a filter for device model and for the computer name. For this, I will go to Edit and I will add a new thing, not a query, but I will add something called a parameter. Go to Add Parameter and then up, select fields, click on Add Parameter, and I will type computer name. Click on Save. Choose text type. OK. And click on Done Editing, and I will, I will move it to the top. Move to top. Done Editing. No, not top, because it will be displayed above my tab. So I will move it just down like this. So you can also change text display there by going to your tab and click there, parameter name, display name, type a computer name. Click on Done Editing, type a computer name, type a computer name, and there, if you type there is nothing, because you have to bind the filter to your query. And you may notice that it will be available in both tabs because we didn't check make this item conditionally visible. So I will bind my filter to my query. For this, I will add this query, this part to my query. Let's do this first for the table, for the grid there. Click on Edit and go to the settings part and just go at the bottom and where computer name is the name of our filter, and computer name contains something like in the search bar. And I will do this for the second settings, for the second table there. Click on Done Editing. So now if I go to my BIOS Update Details tab and I filter on, for instance, this one, LP the one, it will display only result. There it's empty because there is no computer name like this. Let's check what kind of computer we have there. Something we have in both? No, nothing we have in both. I don't think so. Yeah. Let's check. Let's check this one. Okay, let's take it this one, and we will type in the filter, and it will display only this result in both tables, this one and this one. That's pretty useful. Now let's do the same by adding a drop-down menu for selecting device model. Click on Edit. I will edit my parameter. Click on Edit, and I will add a new parameter, and I will name it computer model, like this. Click enter name, computer model, and I will choose something to display, choose device model, and you can also select several models. There I will change text to drop down, and I will add my query to parse all models. This will filter on device model to display all device model available. Festive car calendar. Okay, and this will display all models there. Script status there. Calendar. Okay, that's cool. Just display all model. And okay, not this one. Oh, sorry. I will allow multiple selection. Check. Allow multiple selection. And then I will choose default. Select by default. Select all value, default, selected item. All. So click on save. Click on done editing. And now I have my new filter. I will remove this one. The name, and I have the possibility to choose model I want to display. So now the same thing, if we select model, it won't work because we have to bind our filter to our query. So now let's do this. For this, we will add this to our query, where device model is something like in the computer model filter. So I will go to edit, and I will edit all query. So click there. There, I will add it to the bottom, or other one. Okay, go to settings. There. Go to settings. There, up. And now last one. Go to settings. And now click on done editing. So now okay. So by default all models are selected. So I want to display, let's go there. I want to display only model like this one. It will change my results in my chart. Now I will add another model, this one, another model, this one. So all filters are pretty cool. So when I showed you the bills details part, there were some error. Let's see this. Go to edit. So let's check this, edit, and we can see there, okay, device model. So the issue is that we have renamed the device model to model. So this one is not recognized anymore. You can just keep model like this. Let's do this for the other. You can just do this there or just move it before the project part. So now let's do this with the second tab, second device model, like this model. Okay, now click on done editing, and it should work. It will display only models I want to show. Now let's click on all, and let's check just this model. Okay, it will display just my model. Now I want to add this one, and it will display both model. No, let's do something else. I will select all model. Cool things with table is that you can also add some icons or color. Now there I have bias up-to-date column with not up-to-date. No, not this one. this one first, up to date and not up to date. I want to change the up to date or not up to date text to an icon. So go to edit the query, and go to column settings and choose biostate. And we will use there, right there, yeah, column renderer, select threshold, yeah, there. And we will select icons. So we will use equals up to date, and we will display an icon success. Where is it? Okay, come on. Oh, success. You can. Okay, and oh, come on. No, equals not up to date, and I will display an icon error or critical. Let's take critical. So now click on apply, save and close. Let's see if that works or not. Okay, that's better. You can also, of course, remove the text like this. Go to edit, column settings, this one, and check there. Okay, click on save and close. Okay, now I have just my icon instead of text up to date and not up to date. So with workbook and query, you can do a lot of things. There are a lot of documentation on internet, so you have no limit. So my session is over. I hope you enjoy it, and don't hesitate if you need more information about log analytics, PowerShell, QQL, MS Graph, something else, or just you want to discuss. Don't hesitate to contact me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter there. On Twitter. System deploy this one.